This call is now being recorded.
Okay. Just a minute here. Okay. All right. So exciting to see everybody again. It's always an interesting time to spend the evenings with you all. All right. So I'm going to be calling a few people. If I don't call your name, don't be angry. It's because I cannot see my screen right now. So thank you, Dozier, Eric, George, Obiajulu, Victor, Duncan, Daniels, Ayomi Posi, Adeyemi, Deborah. Hi, Anelka. Good evening, Maureen, Ayo. All is well. All well. Okay. Onyeke. Essay, Stephen, Ade, Tiloye, Judith. Thank you. Everybody that I have called and everybody else that I cannot see. Thank you so much for joining. Super exciting. Yeah, so before we go right into it, can you just let me know where you are joining us from? Hi, Samuel. You can just put it in the chat box. I am joining you from Lagos. So where am I? Hi, Ada. Where are you joining from? Okay, Lagos, Abuja. So let's go. Let's keep it rolling. Come on, guys. We have to be quick. Ghana, Benin, Lagos, Anambra, Abuja. Abuja is winning today. Lagosians did not come for today's meeting. Cross River, hi, Ajibade, Lagos, Abuja, or your state. Lagos. Hi, Victor Don. I like the name. PH. Awesome. Delta. All right. Amazing. So I'm sure that we are excited at those states. Takum Taraba. That's new. That's the first time I will be seeing anybody from Taraba. Thank you for joining, Peter. UK. Hi, I am Iposi. Welcome. Lagos, Abuja. Nobody from US. We need to do better. Okay, I'm sure that we're super excited. So I want you to give me your favorite emoji of all times. I want to be able to see the people that are excited to be here. Hi, Lavish. Okay, someone is dancing already. Fire. The firebrand people. I see you all. All right. Fire everywhere. Please don't burn this webinar. All right. Okay. Exciting. So today we're going to be freestyling. Typically, I come with a big slide, just show you about many things. I'm going to show you my slide, but I want us to freestyle, right? It's going to be an interactive session. I want us to talk about the struggles that we've had transitioning to tech and working remotely. So in a few seconds, quick one, right? I want you to share a bit of why you are here. I want to know, why are you here? Now, these are the options. You could write it in your own words. I want to work remotely, or I want to transition to tech. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I want to be able to just tell me, why are you in this webinar? All right. I want to know, and I want to speak to exactly why you are here. So quickly, I'm recording this. Why are you here? Why are you sitting in this webinar? You want to transition to tech and work remotely? Perfect. You're in the right place. I would love to work remotely. Awesome, Gina. Obianuju, all right, awesome. I want to work remotely. I want to broaden my horizon, multiple streams of income. I love that, Ayo. That's the way to go. I recently wanted to transition into virtual assistant, and I'm also planning to start a family. Okay, that's a long one, so I need to open this to read that. Okay. You also want to start a family, so you'll be able to work from home. Awesome. Hi, Ijoma. Thank you so much for that. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I love to work remotely. So we have a lot of stay-at-home moms here. That's pretty amazing. Transition to tech and upskill. I want to work remotely. I want to transition to tech. I want to become a professional data and business analyst. I love that, Peter. Well done. Transition to tech. I want to learn a new skill. Transition to tech. Transition to business intelligence specialist. That's so specific. Love it. I want to work remotely. I'm upskilling. Stay-at-home moms. So a round of applause for all the stay-at-home moms that took out time to be here. I know what it means to have a child, and then you're taking out that 1 hour, 30 minutes of your time to be here. So I give you your flowers. Thank you so much for joining. And to our men that are so intentional about their growth, and then they are trying to upskill so that they give their family a better life. Super, super, super awesome. Round of applause to you. You are amazing. You are amazing. So everyone that is not married, but you know that there is something more for you and you want to transition to tech so that you are not just earning more, but you want to fulfill more of that life vision that you have, the flowers, it's yours. I say that everybody that is here is the right person that should be listening to me today. And that's why I want to work you through my own journey. So like I said, typically I'll be sharing a very beautiful slide. My slides are always beautiful, trust me. But I will not be focused on the slide. I want us to talk to ourselves. So if you don't mind, you might want to take out your pen and barrier, because I'm going to be saying a lot of things that probably are not in the slide, and you might not see afterwards. Okay, I want to speak to you from my heart. Now, looking back at my journey, transitioning to tech seemed like the miracle that came to me at the right time, and that was because I was at the point in my life where I knew it was kind of like a do or die affair. It's either you're transitioning or you have to deal with the life of you're going from the house to the office, and then that did not align with my goals. What do I mean? I got married in 2018, someone who had already studied fine and applied arts, and in the University of Benin. I've had experience as a fashion designer, spent 10 years in fashion. Yeah, I look like a 12-year-old, I get it. Spent 10 years in fashion, grew a fashion business until it came to a point in my life where I knew that this cannot continue because of some health concerns and some family dynamics. So at that point, I knew that I needed to make a decision between my own passion and what would be beneficial for me as an individual. I'm speaking to our stay-at-home moms right now. And at that point, like I said, I'm a family-oriented woman, right? I wanted to homeschool my children. I have 2 daughters, but I knew that I liked money. It's always good to have money. As a woman, you should be able to support the home, make sure that everybody, and then you should be able to buy your own makeup, your perfumes here and there. I don't like that women can be very dependent, or you are looking to, okay, if it doesn't give me money, I don't have. No, there are times that the man is going to need a lot of support, and you need that. And I was at that point in my life where I knew, even if he's a billionaire, I should be able to bring in something, right? So I needed to make a decision. What's the plan? That's when I started to do my research. And I saw that transitioning to tech was one of the best things that could help me. How? Because I could work remotely. And then I could also earn as much as I wanted, even better than a lot of people that will probably be going into the office. And even if we are earning the same salary, I am no longer dealing with the traffic. I stay in Lagos, Aja. I'm no longer going to have to deal with a lot of the troubles, the stress that happens when you have to go outside. The spending, a lot of finances are being saved. Now, when you look at the flyer for today, one of the things that I wrote there is simple. Like I said, today is going to be more heart-to-heart talk. And I want us to actually really get value from it. One of the things that I wrote there is you want to be able to know what are the top remote opportunities, what are the essential tools for remote success, time management and productivity tips, and how to maintain work-life balance. Now, a lot of people like to say, oh, I want to work remotely. I want to earn more. But you don't even have what it takes to work remotely. Now, this is a general conversation. Before you can determine with yourself that, yes, you are worth working remotely, you would have gathered the skills, right? Am I right or am I right? I know I'm right. Before you can work remotely, you should be skilled enough, right? If you agree with me, I want to see your hands. Come on, it's an interactive session. Like I said, things are different today. Also, you have to be skilled. And then it's not about being skilled. You can be skilled in the wrong job. You can be skilled in a job that doesn't need remote workers. You can be skilled in a job that you have to go to the office. That is the point where you now ask yourself, okay, what are the jobs that I need for me to be able to earn the way I want? Now, because of the fact that I have had the experience of spending so much time transitioning to tech, and I don't want more Africans to do that. What did I do? I decided to break everything down into 3 months. And then I researched the kinds of courses that you need to transition into, that you can learn on time, you can earn on time, and then you can also earn with when we're talking about the salary projections. So at this point, I'm going to be sharing my slide, but because I want you to learn one or two things about what it means to actually have a skill where you can earn from remotely. I know that typically when people are teaching about remote work, they call it a lot of things, which is good. But I was speaking to someone today. I had to go into town. For those of us that are in Lagos, I went all the way to Ojo, almost close to Badagry, because I wanted to explore some areas. And then I had a conversation with someone, and she was like, I've been thinking of working remotely for almost 3 years, this, that, and I want to work as a social media manager and digital marketer. And I was like, fantastic. I started my journey as a social media manager. It's a good start. But if you really want to get to the point in your career where you are growing when it has to do with management level stuff and all of that, social media management won't get you there, except you are the entrepreneur, you have an entrepreneurial spirit, and you can start a business. At that point, you can now say, okay, you want to have an agency, right? That's what now makes your journey as a social media manager more fulfilling. However, if you're trying to build a career in tech and you want to build a career that it doesn't matter the years that you spent in it, you can consistently grow. For example, you can grow from becoming a junior analyst to becoming a senior business analyst, to becoming a senior business manager, to becoming a strategy consultant, to becoming a business intelligence analyst, to becoming a business data analyst, an IT business analyst, a change manager, and then it keeps going and going and going. Then you need to pick from these 3 skills that I'll be showing you shortly. Are we enjoying it so far? Are we enjoying it so far? Awesome. So before I go deep down into the slides, I know some of you will be saying, this woman has already gotten into this conversation and we don't even know her. So I'm going to say a bit about myself. Okay? So when you see my screen, please let me know. I'm about to share my screen. Just let me know when you see my screen. Okay? Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Now, my name is Lemo Oyole Odior. I'm the CEO of Nibiant Analytics. If you have seen me before now, that's super amazing. If you've not, I'm a woman of many expressions, but at the moment, my focus, my entirety is on Nibiant Analytics, a vision that made us answer the questions, why shouldn't Africans have easy access to premium tech trainings? Now, the way our curriculum is built, it is structured in a way that we are not positioning you to land jobs back here alone in Nigeria. We're doing it in a way that it doesn't matter the country that you want to work in, you are fully positioned, you are fully optimized to be able to land that remote job. Our mission here at Nibiant Analytics was founded to provide accessible, top quality tech training to African talents. We are looking to raise the top 1% tech talents in Africa. And that is why we have a very structured and seamless process. Okay? Now, this vision has brought us to the point where we had to spend quality time to build our curriculum and then to build our mentorship program. I love to talk about our mentorship program because that's where the job management is. Now, a lot of schools will offer you excellent tech trainings, but then how many schools can guarantee that by the time you are done with their processes, you're landing the job? I bet you not up to 10. But here at Nibiant, we are so proud of our methods, not because we just want to talk, but because we have visible results. In most recent times, one of our students who is yet to round up our program had a talk with someone who recommended her, and she was openly telling this person that this course has made me not just land my first interview in 3 years, but also land a high-paying job. So this is someone that has always been scared of asking for promotions, of applying to jobs and all of that. And in 2 months of being with us here at Nibiant, she applied it to a certain role, and then she got it. She's resuming in December. The funny thing is, now she's resuming in December. Where she currently works, she has been promoted. And because she has been promoted, she told her new employers that I've been promoted here, so I think I'm going to stay here. And those guys doubled her salary. Now, I got only a part of the gist earlier last week when she landed the job offer. I just got to know around 2 p.m. also today that this part of the promotion happened after she talked to me about the offer. Now, the reason that I say we are very proud about our methods is that our skill training and whatever it is that we're teaching you here goes beyond the technical skills. We talk about you as an individual. We are very, very passionate about students. We're very passionate about who you become when you emerge out of Nibient Analytics. And it goes beyond just the job. The confidence that you're going to be graduating with, the level of self-confidence you're going to have in your skill. We have a lot of skilled people that comes to us and they don't even know how much they carry inside of them. And these are some of the things that separates us from anybody that is out there sharing the same knowledge as regards these courses. Now, moving on to the leadership. Like I said, I'm the CEO of Nibient Analytics, but I'm not building this alone. I'm doing this in collaboration with my COO, Muhammad Suleiman, who has over 7 years of experience in the tech industry, formerly worked with Alfa Romeo, a US company, and has mentored over 3,000 African professionals to transition to tech. I've had my own share of experience working with companies in Switzerland, Canada, US, UK, and Africa, and it has been amazing. Now, a lot of people will want to teach you how to transition to tech when they've not experienced the woes and the whys of transitioning. It was a long one for me. I spent a lot of money and I spent a lot of time researching because I did not have a mentor, right? So it was a stressful journey. In fact, a lot of the times I quit. But when I remembered the vision that I had as regards my life, I knew that it was time to get back on course. And this brings me to the first thing. If you are going to transition to tech and you want to work remotely, you need to sit with yourself as an individual and ask yourself, what am I doing here? Why am I here? Why do I want to work remotely? You must ask yourself the 7 whys. Okay, why do I want to work remotely? You talk about it and you're like, okay, why this? Why? Ask yourself up to 7 whys for this decision that you want to take. And then when it lands you in the core of the matter, for me, I love a life where I can give my children the quality education that they deserve. I love school. I love learning. Probably that's why I'm here. I have no idea. But I want to be able to give them that expression. And education is not just the 4 walls of school. I want them to be able to explore their environment, to be able to go on adventure and all of that. And it's not cheap to go on adventure. So what does that mean? I have to work hard enough to be able to afford my desires for them. Like I said, I love family life. So your vision for your life as an individual and whatever it is that you stand for is a great reason why you need to know your why. Because trust me, you might be deceived by other people, but right here we'll tell you the truth. It's not going to be a simple journey. In fact, when you join us, it is not a done for you service. We give you things to do. We give you tasks to do. We carry you along. You must work. I had a particular student call me one time, and the student was complaining that they received too much calls from our staff, reminding them for class. Now, what people don't find in other schools is a problem for some students because they don't want to be called or reminded to come to class. But here at Nibient, the moment you register for our course, you have to finish well and finish strong. So any class you miss, you are getting a mock-up class, or you are getting a video, or you are coming for a technical support session. At the core of it, we want to make sure that our vision and our mission is met. And for it to be met, you have to be very good as an individual in your skill as either a data scientist, a business analyst, or a data analyst. Are we following? I hope we're enjoying this. Awesome. Please don't forget to fill the attendance so that if you want to, it allows you to get access to this recording as well as the, what's it called? The slide. So what's our roadmap for today? We're going to be talking about, I like to rub my hands when I'm talking about this because yeah, money is good. We're going to talk about how you can build and monetize your tech skills. And then I'm going to be sharing with you some success stories, extra layered career support that you're going to get to land that job, and my own special offer for you. Now, talking about a remote tech role or a tech sys, I think I need to rework this because we're getting a lot of tech sys apply for our roles. And typically, I think I can say that it seems like we're starting to get more women transitioning to tech than men. The men can prove me wrong by jumping on the offer at the end of the day. But let's talk about the remote tech role or the tech sys. Now, for you to work remotely, remember I said you need to get some skills. So aside the technical skills, there are some other things that helps your journey. And one is you need a solid portfolio of projects. Very good portfolio of projects. And you can only get portfolio of projects when you work on projects. Now, you can safely say, oh, there are a lot of courses online. I can go and find the project that I will work on, this and that one. But trust me, being there, done that, I have spent years transitioning to tech and finding quality projects to work on online, it's pretty hectic. Trying to get the data sets can be dramatic. One of the benefits of transitioning to tech is, with us here at Nibians, is we help you, we guide you through the process of working over 6 projects and building a very solid portfolio. A remote bro or a remote tech sys would also need a very strong CV matching skills. You need to be able to match your CV to the job that you're applying for. Now, if you are someone who uses the same CV to apply for multiple jobs, my goodness, you need to be delivered from that. You cannot use the same CV to apply for different jobs. You have to be able to learn how to tailor your CV to the particular job that you are applying for. And one thing people get wrong, you don't have to apply for every job because it's simple. Not every job aligns with you as an individual. So before you click apply, for some of you that go on LinkedIn and then you do easy apply, that doesn't work because first of all, before your CV gets to the HR, hundreds of CVs have already gone through and they probably already hired, okay, for that role. So we're going to be teaching you the strategies to apply for remote jobs using a very good CV on platforms like LinkedIn, Indeed, Remote Co, and the rest. And the reason is simple. There are ways to apply that gets the attention of the recruiter. What you want to be able to do to land a remote job as someone who wants to transition to tech is you should be able to know how to catch the attention of the recruiter. And one of the solid ways that we do, which has helped all of the 4 students who started with us in September to land a job, is simple. Put yourself out there. Visibility. Somebody say visibility. Type it in the chat box. I want to be sure that you're following me. Be visible. All right. Type visibility in the chat box. I just want to know that you're following me. So let's see that. Let's see that. Visibility. Yes. If we don't see you, we can't hire you. If you are invisible online, we'll look for you on Facebook. We can find you. We'll look for you on LinkedIn, on Instagram, wherever we can find you. You are not positioning yourself to be hireable. You need to be hireable to land the job of your dream. It's safe to say for every single job that I have gotten, I never applied for any one of them. In fact, the ones I applied for, I didn't get. The ones that I did not apply for, I got them. And those are the methods I'm going to be teaching you. We're very big on personal development here. Why? Beyond the fact that you want to land a job, you need to be able to go through the process of interview preparation. Now, let me share this funny experience with you. So there was a time that I needed to hire someone for a role, a customer service role. And then I got into that interview. This is someone that has been pre-informed about an interview, which means that a couple of days to the interview, she was informed. And the same day of the interview, she was informed. Then I get into the interview. I am fully prepped. I'm the human resource manager. I sit there looking off flick with my t-shirt and all of that. I sit there waiting. I turn on my video. It's 6 p.m. This lady turns on her video and I'm seeing the roof of her house. And I'm like, what's going on here? Firstly, she was holding her phone. It wasn't placed properly. It was all over the place. And then that aside, I started hearing chicken sound from one end. Doesn't matter. Anybody can apply for a job at any point, right? I'm going to tell you why she didn't get the job. Now, you are supposed to be applying for the role of a customer service professional, which means you ought to be very professional, right? Because you don't want to be speaking to a customer and then you are in a noisy place, or you're not sounding excited. So she finally turned on, we finally got to see her face. And I kid you not, this beautiful lady was tying her hair with a scarf. Now, I don't know, but she was tying her hair with a scarf. I don't even know how to explain it. But you know, how many of you experienced growing up, and then there are a lot of people that go for all nights and they're walking back home, and you just see them tie their hair in a way that it's just here. I don't know. It's a funny looking scarf. And that's what she wore into the interview. And I looked at this woman and I was wondering, for the life of me, did I set up so much for this interview to say this? So I decided to give her benefit of doubt. Maybe something happened that didn't put her in the right space of mind. Okay, so kept on going. For the next 30 minutes of my life, I would say I had a traumatic experience. Why? Her energy was low. Her attitude was dry. She was just weak, like who was about to faint. You are telling me you want to be a customer service professional, and then you are not even exciting to talk to. And by the end of the day, I looked at her LinkedIn and I looked at her and I was like, there is no matching here. Now, as much as you want your CV to match the job that you're applying for, you as an individual, you have to match the job that you're applying for. Imagine applying for a CEO. And then I think I had another, I've had experiences when it has to do with interviewing people here in Nigeria. There was another guy that I was interviewing, and my team and I were interviewing, and he turned on his video and he wasn't with clothes on. He was wearing his singlet and his shirt right in front of the interview. And I'm asking myself, do you really think you are ready to join me? Right? So these are some of the things that you are going to be learning in our interview prep class. A lot of people think that what they have in their CV is enough to land a job. I apologize to you. It's not enough. That's just a tiny bit. Yes, your CV has to be good, but that's just one of it. Now, if you have a very good personal brand online, and then your personal brand looks good, you've gone to the studio, you've snapped a lot of things, you know, somebody has optimized your profile for you, and then the English, the language, everything is just giving. The HR sees this and say, wow. We just need to get into interview with this person. In fact, without an interview, this person is hired, but let's just see. And then they turn on their camera and voila, you are without shirt. And then you open your mouth to speak. We don't understand the kind of English you are speaking. You don't know where to put the words for the wire and all of that. Brand equality. You need to be able to have a consistent brand, both online and offline. And these are some of the things you will learn. We tell our students that it doesn't matter where you want to be hired. But the fact that you want to work remotely doesn't stop you from building yourself offline, because you might stumble. You might literally just see the person that is trying to hire you in a supermarket, and that person is like, oh, I've seen you before. Did I interview you for X, Y, and Z? And then that's your shot to pitch yourself again. And then you pitch yourself and you land the job. Now, is it a remote work? Yes. But did you get the job offline? Yes. Which means it doesn't matter where the job is coming from. What matters is the job is coming, but you have to be prepared. Now, a lot of people, I saw the number of people that said, oh, I want to work remotely. My question to you is, how prepared are you? You want to work for a US company, but you cannot beat sleep. You have a meeting by 3 a.m. and you are snoring. Bro, you are going to lose that job. There are a lot of things that come with remote work. Most times, people don't speak to these things, but these are the things that will let you know. We prepare you ahead of time. You need to be able to know. Sometimes we randomly apply to jobs, but what I like to ask people is, does this align with you as an individual? What does that mean? Now, if for me, I am someone that works better at night, it means that if I work for a UX company, I will be a high performer. because my night time is my highly productive time. Now, if I'm someone that works better, during the day, say from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., and then I apply to a US company, it's not going to work, because the whole time that they are going to be having their 8 hours is the time that my body is the weakest. So you need to know yourself before you start applying for jobs. I think it's time to leave this conversation, but I hope we are getting what I'm saying. Are we following? Are we following? Great. Another thing that I like to tell people is, you don't just apply for jobs or start to learn skills because everybody is doing it. For example, you don't like talking to people. You don't like communicating. You get angry easily. And then because everybody is saying, oh, virtual assistant, customer service, you're like, oh, that's what I'm going to. You are going to be fired in the first month, because I am very sure that you probably might insult a customer. But then you are someone that loves mathematics. You love to explore. You love to research. But you don't like to talk to people. Why not just settle down and become a data scientist or a data analyst? When you are transitioning to tech, you need to transition in your elements. What does that mean? Transition to a role that aligns with you as an individual. Now, speaking to the areas that we like to train people in, which is data science, data analytics, and business analysis. We love these three aspects of things, because the moment you learn any of this, it doesn't matter the career path or the industry, you would definitely get a job. Why? Because data is growing 100%, 100 times faster than the available analysts. There is a huge gap. It's estimated that 90% of the world's data was generated in the last 2 years alone. And in the space of 13 years, this figure is going to increase by an estimated 74%. 74 times, from just 2 zettabytes in 2010. Now, between 2010 and 2023, that's 74 times. What does this mean? It means it doesn't matter the number of data professionals that we train here at Nibians, everybody gets a job, because there is room for you. Now, how many of you have encountered a situation where you were just discussing, or maybe you only just typed something on Google? Jewelries, that's all you typed, jewelries. And then the next day you're on Instagram. Anna stores, bling bling shop. You start to see adverts on jewelries pop up all over the place consistently. How many of you have experienced that? All you did was to type jewelry on your Google search, and then consistently the next day. I experienced it recently. I just typed microlocks. My brothers and my sisters, as I speak to you, the moment I go to my explore, all I'm seeing microlocks. The moment I go on my feed, I'm done with one, I'm saying microlocks, microlock store, Ninaja, microlock. Now I'm confused. I don't even know if I want to lock my hair anymore. I just generally went to twist it. Why? The pressure is real. Data is growing. And when data is growing, we need a lot of data professionals to be able to analyze this data and derive substantial insights from it. What does this mean? It simply means that you need to be able to transition to a role that will forever be relevant. It will forever be relevant. It means you can retire as a data analyst, and whoa, your earning is going to keep going up. It means you can retire as a business analyst, and it keeps getting better. You can become a consultant. You can become a strategist. You can become anything you want to be. So I tell you this, and I kid you not, we did not decide on these three because it's the easiest to teach. It's actually very interesting to teach. But no, we decided on these three because it doesn't matter where you are, the industry that you are. It's simple to learn, very easy to learn. It's very easy for you to transition from any background. Like I told you, I studied fine and applied arts, and the earning potential, my goodness, super amazing. Now, when we look at the fastest growing and the fastest declining jobs, This is not to say that the people that are working in these areas, like the top 10 fastest declining jobs, cashiers, data entry clerks, and administrators and whatnot, they are going to be so irrelevant in the next 20 years. No. It is that with the advent of technology, you might want to move. I would advise you to port early. It's better to get into these areas from now. And which areas are we talking about? AI and machine learning specialists, sustainability specialists, business intelligence analysts, information security analysts, fintech engineers, data analysts and scientists, robotic engineers, electrotechnology engineers, agricultural equipment operators, digital transformation specialists. Now, if you had experience as a social media manager or a digital marketing manager, I always tell them, please learn data analytics. The moment you do, and then you deploy these skills to your digital marketing skills, my goodness, you're going to be sought after. It's going to be a thing of, if you are in Google, Apple is going to be looking for you, and Facebook be like, okay, how much can we top your salary on? Because a data analyst will be able to derive solid insights. In fact, if you learn data science, you'll be able to predict the future. And what is the use of a marketer? What is the use of a marketer if you cannot predict the future or prescribe and recommend things that the company should do to be able to earn better? Can we all still hear me? Can we still hear me? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Awesome. Do you see? So it's not as if we could not teach cybersecurity. It is that we're looking for what you can learn in the next 3 months. You will know it, you will earn from it, and your confidence level is over the charts. It's beyond borders. We need you to transition to tech. I like to talk about the economy of Nigeria because it's our reality. Everybody be shouting T-Pain, 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 T-Pain. Yes, what are you doing about it? What's the guarantee that the dollar is going to reduce? What's the guarantee that even if you jackpot, you're going to earn enough to take care of yourself? Why not maximize the opportunity that you have right now to change the trajectory of your life? Now, a simple example is this. If you transition to tech to becoming, say, a data analyst, and then you get a role as a junior data analyst, and you're earning $1,000. Current rates, I like to check the rate on a daily basis, so me, I'll know how to be arranging my markets. Current rates, that means as a junior data analyst, you're going to be earning 1.7 million naira monthly. I like Nigerians. When they hear that, how many of you follow Shay on Instagram? He talks about finance, investments, remote work once in a while here. How many of us follow Shay on Instagram? Now, Shay is someone that talks about finance, investments, and all. There was a particular time that he talked about transitioning to tech and how remote workers earn. And then someone commented, she actually sent him a DM, and then she wrote that she currently earns 100 million naira a year. And people are like, hey, you're lying. You are lying. You're not earning this. You're not earning that. I just want to do the maths for you, so that our myopic mentality here in Nigeria will not stop you from getting into that aspect of your life where your life can be changed forever. Now, how much is 100 million naira divided by 12? That is 8,300 plus. I bet you there are Nigerians earning $10,000 monthly in this country. I have someone very close to me, and the funny thing is the person is not even a data analyst. The person is a copywriter. Now, if a copywriter can earn $10,000, this is one of the people that actually got my interest to transition into tech. He built his house over 7 years ago. Now, we're talking about a young man that's not 35. So most times when you see all these young people around, a lot of you think, Yahoo money. People are hardworking. People are working remotely. People are going home. Their account is shaking. Their phone is vibrating. When the alert comes down, their phone, it has that shaking effect, that vibrato, to make you understand that the alert, okay, it was strong. People earn as much. And this is a copywriter. And then you want to ask yourself, with someone who comes with the capacity of a data scientist, the sky is your limit, honestly speaking. Now, I'm going to explain to you these roles in the next 20 minutes. I'm going to talk about them. And at the end of the conversation, I'm going to ask you which one piques your interest. Remember, I said, don't rush to transition to a particular role because everybody is doing it. It affected me. I carried myself 1 year in 2017 that I wanted to be a software engineer. I said I wanted to be a software engineer. That's how I registered for a 1-year course. I was dedicated, funny enough. My resilience sometimes could just be overboard. And that's how I dedicated my life to it. 2 a.m. I am coding C++++. Right now, I can't remember another. Coding. I was coding. In Warri, we say I just a code body break. I was coding and coding and coding. 6 months down the line, we were 3 that we formed a group together. And I just told them, I said, guys, it's not going to work for me. I cannot be a coder. It's not going to work. Right? And 6 months down the line, I dropped off. And then I was like, what do I really like as an individual? I love business. I've been helping people consult for their business since 2015. I've been doing strategy. I've been doing branding. I've been doing a whole lot, optimization. I've been doing a whole lot as regards business. I had a lot of businesses. I still do. And I asked myself, what is that tech career that will allow me transition to tech, yet I'm still in my element as a business consultant, a strategist, and a business analyst. I didn't even know the name back then. And trust me, when I found out about business analysis in 2016, I was like, wow, this has been my life. There was no stopping me. I went in headlong. And then 2 years or 3 years down the line, I decided, do you know what? It's time to get to the technical aspect of things. I went in headlong. Now, like I said, when you want to pick a career, you want to pick a career that you would enjoy. You don't want to be in a job that you are earning so much and you're frustrated. No, I love my life right now. Like I'm in my best season. I'm enjoying myself because I'm in my element as a business analyst. This is me. This is who I am. This is what I do. Now, if you are someone who, we've already talked about this, easy learning, easy transition, great salary, and all of that. Now, when you want to talk about data analytics and data scientists, okay, first of all, how many of us are ready in the next 17 minutes to go a bit technical? I'm going to be asking questions. We'll do quiz. How many of us are ready? Now, I want to speak to the 3 things that we like to talk about here. I'm preparing you all for 2025. I remember that a lot of us shouted, Happy New Year, New Me. And you told yourself in January that you will transition to tech, but we're here now in November. And this is me telling you, don't get into 2025 without taking that decision tonight. Okay? Now, someone will want to ask, what's the difference between data analyst and a data scientist? Now, let's start with data analytics. There are 4 types of analytics. We have the descriptive analytics, the diagnostic analytics, and the predictive and prescriptive analytics. DDPP, data analyst, data scientist. What does that mean? A data analyst will describe and diagnose. A data scientist will predict and prescribe. Now, if you want to be a data analyst with us, some of the things that you're going to be learning includes introduction to data analytics, Microsoft Excel for analytics, Microsoft Power BI, Tableau, Looker Studio, SQL, ChatGPT for data analytics. All these are dramatic names. When you get into it, you see that's very interesting. But come on, see the salary projections. According to Glassdoor, assuming you get a remote job for a US company, you're going to be earning $62,000 to $100,000 yearly. It's possible. It's actually possible. Been there, done that. Okay? Now, yes, the slides will be shared. Now, when we're talking about descriptive and diagnostic analytics, there are 2 foundational types of data analytics that serves different purposes. Now, descriptive analytics is very historical. The purpose of this is to provide a summary of what has happened. You get into a conversation with someone, you're telling the person about what has happened somewhere. History. Oh, this is what happened. They broke the person's neck. Then they now blew their eyes. Their eyes were now bleeding. This, that. Descriptive analytics. Go into history, analyzing what has happened, focusing on historical data to understand trends. What happened to the sales of January? What happened in 2023? What happened? What? All right. And then the tools and the methods that are used are frequency counts, Excel, Power BI, Tableau for visualization, dashboard creation, reports, and all of that. And one of the typical examples includes a business setting where descriptive analytics can tell you monthly sales figures, website traffic, statistics, or customer demography over the last year. So like I said, there's a couple of things that you need to take back home. Descriptive analytics answers the question, what happened? Okay? What happened? Now, the next thing is diagnostic analytics. Now, if we're using the hospital scenario, as a consultant, I'm a doctor. You come to me as a patient, and then I'm like, what happened? What's going on? And you're like, oh, over the night, I couldn't sleep. I started having this sharp pain on my back. And then it moved all the way to the center of my head. And now it has crossed my eyebrows and I can't see anymore. And the doctor is like, ooh, because of what you have said, which is historical data, I can explain to you why it happened. Now, you felt that sharp pain in your back because da. Now, diagnostics analytics helps explain why something happened. It digs deeper into data to identify causes behind trends or anomalies found in descriptive analytics. And a typical example would be noticing a drop in sales or based on the history. The sales in, let's say, for example, we're selling boxes, travel boxes. And then we see that based on our historical data, travel boxes are sold better from August, September, October, November, December. Why? August is a long holiday where the rich families do a lot of vacation, or the middle class families, they travel back home. Long holiday, throw the children back to the grandmas and the grandpa. And everybody needs boxes. August, September comes, Jackpot. A lot of people are going for fall, masters, PhD. A lot of Jackpot is happening in September. And then October, November, December, people are preparing for the December travels. So before it gets to December and they don't have boxes anymore, or boxes are now sold for 1 million, they'll buy for 100,000, right? And then based on that, we're able to diagnose that, we don't make as much sales in January, February, March, because people don't travel so much at this point in time. So what does diagnostic analytics do? It helps to answer the question, why did it happen? Okay? What happened? Why did it happen? Now, that is for data analytics. So if you are someone that likes to do a lot of descriptive analytics, you like to find out why something happens, right? You would love the job of a data analyst. Now, down to the second aspect of analytics, we're talking about the predictive analytics and the prescriptive analytics. Now, a data scientist, what you're going to be learning if you want to take data science course with us is Introduction to Data Science, Excel for predictive analytics, statistics for data science, Tableau for analytics, SQL, Python, explorative data analytics, and GitHub, ChatGPT for data science, and a lot more. Salary projections are super amazing, $91,000 upwards. Now, what is predictive analytics? Are we still following? I hope we're still enjoying this. Awesome. So what is predictive analytics? You want to be able to predict the future. The purpose is to say, this is what is likely to happen. Now, if we don't do this is what will happen. And you are getting these because you already have your descriptive analytics and your diagnostics analytics. The essence of predictive analytics is for you to be able to forecast the future events or trends using historical data, machine learning models, and whatnot. An example would be in e-commerce, predictive analytics can forecast customer buying behavior. Now, because Mercy consistently buys in March for the past 5 years, we can now say she would buy in March in 2025. We've predicted her behavior. This can now help the company to plan inventory or predict sales during a particular season. Now, if we also take the travel boxes, for example, it will be unwise when you have predictive analytics as a company to go and stock up millions of boxes in January, February, March, May, June, and then reduce the number of boxes at the end of the year, when you know that the end of the year is when you make sales the most. Do you see? So if you are someone that likes to add value to a company, you might want to consider data science. In fact, all of the skills adds value, because when decisions are made better in companies, sales are made, and by the time you know it, companies are growing, right? At the end of the day, every employee is hired to ensure that the company grows. And the last but not the least is predictive analytics. This is talking about what we should do. You are helping to give recommendations, actions to achieve specific outcome, or also optimize decision making. The focus goes beyond predicting to provide actionable suggestions and scenarios, and it can even recommend the best course of action. Now, going back to the hospital conversation, you've described the doctor has diagnosed, and the doctor has said, if you don't take this action, the prediction is you have K-leg, your toes are going to be growing, your tummy is going to be bulging, and then you say, so what do we do? The doctor recommends and prescribes and then gives you drugs. Take 6 ml 7 times a day, 2 at night, 7 at morning, this, that. I don't know, do we get it? Do we see the difference now? So for those of us that are going to be asking about data analytics, data science, and the rest, awesome. So now, moving down to business analysis. What is business analysis? Come on, look at the salary projections. $97, $1,000 yearly and upwards. You're going to be learning introduction to business analysis, Excel, Power BI, and SQL, software development lifecycle, gap analysis, process mapping, agile methodology, business requirement documents, software requirement documents, depending on the project. All right. So what is business analysis? I simply like to say business analysis is you getting into a company, finding out what the business needs, getting a solution that is very executable, and making sure that this solution gives value to the company. It helps the company to achieve its vision, its goals, by spending less and gaining more. But in plain English, it is simply practice of identifying business needs and finding solutions to various problems that the organization faces. Most organizations do not even know that they have problems. The job of a business analyst is to be able to go there and say, I see something here. I see that we need to optimize our processes. I see that there's a lot of improvement. I see we're doing a lot of things manually. We need to automate, right? It involves you understanding how a business operates, determining what it requires to meet its goals, and recommending actions or changes to processes, policies, and information systems. Now, who is a business analyst? A business analyst is one who plays a crucial role in bridging the gap between an organization's objectives and its actual operations, often working closely with stakeholders to ensure alignment with organization's strategy. What does this mean, basically? You come into an organization, and then you are like, what's the vision of your company? And I said to raise the top 1% data scientists in Africa. And you're like, so what are you doing towards that? And we now say, we're selling ebooks, so we're selling perfumes. That doesn't align. So as a business analyst, you come and say, nah, if you want to raise the top 1%, then your curriculum has to be top notch. If you want to raise the top 1%, then you need to do mentorship program. If you want to raise the top 1%, then it goes beyond the skills. You need to work on the people. You need to work on their mindset. You need to make them believe that they are worth it. What does top 1% mean? See, it's not a joke. Our vision is not a joke. It is not that we're just scanning through ChatGPT and then we came up with it and we're like, oh, ChatGPT said we should use this and we're using. No. Top 1% means that if they do not hire you, they are not hiring someone else. And our goal here at Nibiant is to make sure that you are the best candidate for any interview that you take. That's the level of confidence that we build into our participants. Like I said, it goes beyond the technical skills that you are learning. It's also about you as an individual. You see how boldly I'm talking, without slide, I will deliver because I learned on the job. Now, we're doing this mentorship so that all of the things that we've learned over the years, it's compressed into a curriculum that you learn in 3 months. You do consistent practicals every week. And then in 3 months, you emerge as an excellent business analyst, data analyst, or data scientist. I like to tell people that why Nibiant is different is not because we teach business analysis better. Unlike other schools, we raise business analysts, we raise data analysts, we raise data scientists. There's a difference between knowing business analysis and actually being a business analyst. What does it mean for you to be a business analyst? It actually means you are working as one, which means that by the time you are done with this program, you should be working as a business analyst. In fact, if you don't get a job after the program, I will hold you responsible because our methods work 100%. Right? So if you are graduating from Nibiant, you are not scared of getting a job or scared of looking for another school. You wouldn't need another course because you've had it all. In fact, if you pay for another course, you're wasting your money because it's going to be like half of what we've delivered to you. 100% guaranteed. That is because aside the fact that we're passionate about our curriculum, we're super passionate about our students. And that's what makes the difference for us. It's a 3 months intensive program that is super focused on the growth of the student as an individual. Our system and our curriculum, whatever it is very personalized. So you don't feel like you are in a group when you are with us. You might be in a class of 25, but you feel like the teacher is talking to you because that's how our facilitators, over 9 of them, are trained. Now you see what I'm delivering here. Our facilitators do a lot better. So you can imagine, right? Now, I'm getting to the point where I'm going to ask you, right? What do you want to become? Who do you want to become? Now, do you want to be a data analyst, a data scientist, or a business analyst? Please let me know in the chat box. And then when you do, we're going to drop the attendance again. And I want you to fill the form and also tell me which part you are taking. Okay, business analyst, business analyst, business analyst. Okay. You are just choosing business and you think it's simple work. It's not simple work. Oh, let me show you. There's a lot of work. I have 2 minutes to show you. You're going to be doing a lot of things. Okay. You're going to be doing process improvements, requirements gathering and analysis, solutions, assessment and validation, stakeholder engagement and communication, strategy analysis. If you don't like documentation, you don't like writing, if you don't like critical thinking, just run away from business analysis. Okay? But I know that every single person that has joined this webinar is very resilient and they can do excellently well. I love what I'm seeing. Data analyst. Now, everybody wants to be something, but how do you start the journey? How do you start the journey? It's easy to know what you want, but having mentorship makes life easier for you because the person is showing you all of the potholes that they stepped into and they're telling you, don't jump there. Better you pass this road. If you go through the shortcut, you're going to hit your head. And that's why we are here. We're here at Nibiant Analytics to guide you through. Now, I'm going to be sharing testimonies of some of our students that took our advice. Some did not even take all. They just took small. Like Lebura, she just did one thing. We had a competition, a consistency challenge in September, and Lebura took that challenge. And that challenge had to do with optimizing your LinkedIn and posting on a daily basis for 30 days. Lebura posted this, and the moment she did, she got a job. This is someone that has never built any dashboard in her life. She learned this here at Nibiant. And then we have Oluwaseun Ojo. She won't optimize. In fact, she didn't even optimize the LinkedIn fully. And then he got a job, a personal project to work with someone. All right. And we have a lot of them. We have Beatrice Olagberu. Beatrice is someone that worked with MTN for over 12 years. And then she relocated to the US. Now, of course, we all know that relocating to the US means you are starting life afresh, right? So she started to apply for jobs and she got so frustrated she was going to come back to Nigeria. And a friend recommended her. And by the time I was done speaking with her, I was like, Beatrice, give us time. Give me 3 months of your life. Give me 3 months of your commitment. Give me 3 months of your time. And she did. In fact, she didn't even finish the course. Beatrice got 2 interviews. She took the CV optimization class, the LinkedIn optimization class. She learned Excel, Power BI, and SQL. And then she did the LinkedIn optimization. She got 2 interviews. She had her interview prep. And she currently is a senior business analyst in the US, right? And the question is, how is someone who has not even been a business analyst get a job after 3 months as a senior business analyst? It's simple. We don't tell you to let go of your career. What we help you do here is to transition to tech, which means that you are transferring the skills from your past career into what you currently want to become. She has over 11 years as a manager. You cannot hire a manager as a junior business analyst. We taught her how to intertwine the skills. We taught her how to blend it, how to transfer it, how to highlight in her CV that these are the things that I did that relates with this role as a business analyst. That is what the skill of CV matching is all about. She deployed it and she's still currently working, right? There are a lot more, a whole lot more, a lot more. Now I'm going to show you 2 things. I'm going to show you the portfolio of our students, and then I'm going to show you my LinkedIn and another student's LinkedIn. But you see these dashboards and reports. These are some of the works from our students, okay? Some feedbacks from our students. Thank you, Eneze, for cheering us up. I love it that Nibiant team keeps checking and cheering us up. You see, I told you people, the person's name is here. Oluwaseun be a student, Nibiant Analytics. This is more than a community. It's like a family house in the tech space. Good morning, everyone. No issues at all. Self-explanatory. Pace is almost normal. Not too fast, not too slow. No ambiguous grammar. You see, I like this easy, so I don't build hard things. So why should you choose us before we talk about anything else? There are the 7 steps that we like to share with people. And I've already talked about it, but I'm going to zero in on it. Mentorship, you get the one-on-one guidance with industry leaders. CV revamp, your CV is going to be polished. You're going to learn how to write attention-grabbing CV. Your LinkedIn is going to be optimized. Personal branding, technical support, interview preparation, and internship. Now, one beautiful thing with learning with us here at Nibiant is you get the opportunity to put on your LinkedIn and in your CV that you worked with us as an associate. What does that mean? In the 3 months of you working with us, you would be building projects every single month. Every single week, you're going to be doing stuff. And for you to be working on a project, it means that you're working as an associate, an assistant, sort of, okay, an intern, whichever word that you want to use. And that qualifies you. By the time you are done, it qualifies you to put it there. And we're going to write recommendations for you. And we're also going to do endorsements for you. So now let's go to my LinkedIn. Oh, yeah. So I was talking about Beatrice Olagberu to you guys. See, this is Beatrice. She works fully remotely with a company in Canada. She's in US. She's in Alberta, Aubrey, Texas, United States. But she works with a company in Canada. Where is it now? See, she was a senior business analyst at MTN. She works with a company in Canada, Expert Edge Consulting, right? Senior business analyst. Now I'm going to show you my profile. I'm going to give you a glimpse of what it means to work with us here, how well positioned you can be too as a business analyst. Are we still following? Are we still following? Can we still see my screen? Awesome. Good. So yeah, this is my profile, right? This is my profile. Now imagine you're an HR and you see this profile. I bet you, I kid you not, you will hire me because it's so good. How? Why? This is me telling you everything I can do for your business. I exist to help you make smart choices and get clarity in life. This is me, strategy consultant, business analyst, transformation catalyst, personal branding expert. I help you transition to tech and achieve your daily 1% growth. You know, and then my portfolio is here. You click here, you're going to go into my website. You see about me, talk about myself a billion times. No pride, but of course, highlighting my skills as a business analyst. Business strategy analysis, requirements gathering, stakeholder management, data-driven decision-making, market research and analysis, competitive intelligence, cross-functional collaboration, process optimization, personal development enthusiast. And trust me, every company right now wants to hire anybody that's very excited about personal development, because any employee that is big on their personal development is a high performer. And that's something we drum in the ears of our students. All right. And then I keep writing and writing, and I have my skills outlined here. And then I have a lot of recommendations. This is something I was talking to you about. Anybody, this is what I like to tell people. Anybody that you are working with or that you have worked with in the past, go to your LinkedIn recommendation. Where is it? I think I saw something like that. Just a minute. Good. Go to your LinkedIn recommendation. Click on this and then tell somebody to write a recommendation for you. It's simple. Click on it, tell someone to write a recommendation. You see, ask, just when you click on this plus and ask for a recommendation, copy that link and send to your employer. Or if you are sure that you've been delivering well, send to your employer, your colleague, whoever you want to send to, that you've worked with and the person has a good review for you. Let them write that recommendation on LinkedIn. I have 17 of them. This is it. You see. So let me go back. I have 17 of them, right? And it helps to be able to give you credibility. One of the things that 17 recommendations, one of the things that you want to build online is credibility. People can we also hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, just let me know when you can see my slide. Sorry for a minute. I didn't know that I was knocked out already. So let's try and get ourselves back in there. Okay. All right, so let's do that. Can you see my slide now? Okay, so I'm So can you hear me and can you see my slide? I'm going to share again. I had no idea that I was logged out. So just a minute. Sorry, you lost me there. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. For those of you saying you can't see my slide, you see it now. Voila, I told you. Can you see it now? Awesome. Okay, so now I've talked about a lot of things. How many of you saw my LinkedIn? How many of you saw my LinkedIn? Okay, great. So I'm just going to go back. I'm not so sure where I left off, so I'm just going. Okay, awesome. So yeah, like I said, you need to have a very strong LinkedIn profile for you to be able to land that job, right? Karen, can you see my LinkedIn now? I'm showing it now. Okay, I'm showing it again. So what I was speaking to is you need to have a very solid LinkedIn profile. A very good and reliable online presence goes a long way. It goes a long way. All right. So now we're moving to that point where you have to make a decision. And this is where I get to ask all of you, how many of you would want to work with me? Now, for every month, I have a few slots of people that I can work with, because at the end of the day, like I said, the idea is to raise the top 1%. So we're not looking for a crowd. We're looking for a few sets of persons that are going to commit to the journey of working with us here at Navient. Now, when you look at the salary projections, oh my goodness, entry level role, $50,000 to $70,000. Mid-level, $70,000. See, if you do the math, you will sleep on the right side of your bed tonight. It's sweet. It's sweet. The math is sweet. Even if it's $100 they are paying you, just convert it. That's 170,000 naira just working from home. And then they now say they want to pay you $500. That's a lot. Trust me. And data analysts working remotely earn a lot more than $500 for those who are even just starting their career. So let's even be nice to ourselves and say, oh, it's $500. $500 times 1.7. Just multiply and then see for yourself the opportunities that you have to learn. All right. Now, there is an investment. And this is where those who are resilient and those who care about their future will sit and understand what I have to say. Now, I have 30 slots, which means I can only work with 30 people. I don't want more than that, because we want this to be very personalized. All right. Our actual cost price is 320,000, but I'm giving you a special webinar as we get into the year 2025, and that is 250,000. That means anybody that attends this webinar has already gotten a discount of 70,000 naira. In this economy, that's not a joke. In this T-Pain economy, I'm not experiencing T-Pain, no. So if you want to stop experiencing T-Pain, join us here, right? Now I understand how the economy can be. Is why I have said, okay, do you know what? Pay in 3 installments so that you can get access to the class. You make a payment of 50,000 naira to secure the discount slot, which means that if you do not secure the slot tonight, you're going to be paying 320,000. So if you want that discount of 70,000 naira to be effective, this is what you're going to be doing, right? You make a payment of 50,000 naira to secure your slot. And then before the course starts on the 7th of December, we have a cohort coming up in December, and we're also opening cohorts for January. So before the course starts, you pay your 100,000 naira, and then 30 days into the course, you pay your balance of 100,000, right? So like I said, the webinar price is 250,000, and then there's a 3 installment payment for anybody that wants to work with me. I only need 30 people that are about to secure that slot. I'm going to shut down this screen that I'm sharing because I want to be able to track the people that I'm talking and working with. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing. I want to see you. Okay. Where are you guys? Now, 30 people only. All right. Simple. I want to be able to help you make the best choice in life. I told you about my journey. I started my whole tech career earning 65,000 naira. I know somebody will be like, money that I used to buy Ball Street last year. Yeah, that's what I was earning. But then in a space of 1 year, it increased to 500,000 naira. I had not even learned any of these skills that I'm sharing with you. just as basic social media manager. The reason I'm calling it basic is because the moment you transition to any of these skills, the opportunities are endless. You can work as an HR analyst, a financial analyst, whatever it is that you want to be, you can be. Because these are skills, the skills you're going to be learning are skills that you're going to get, that will change your life or your career trajectory. So I need only 30 people. The people that are going to be making payment tonight to secure their slots are the people that I'll be working with for the month of December. I know it's coming sudden, but what if somebody had opened MMM and then told you, pay 250,000. December the 25th, you're going to get 2 million naira. All of you on this call now will send me 250,000. But now I am telling you, invest in yourself. You are sitting down. You are looking at me with one kind of eye, thinking if it's true. It's true. If my life has not changed, I will not be here. If my life hasn't changed, I won't be talking to you, Betsy. Yes, I called you out. Steve, Eric, Peggy, Sarah, Lillian. 2025 is coming. What's the plan, guys? I confirm payment by you sending me your receipt of payment, and I'm going to send you my enrollment form. All right? What of those that already have data science skills? Do you have a job yet? If the question is no, then you want to apply for the course because your skills, what you have learned is not enough. There's no discount, my brother. Because what you're going to be getting is more than what you already have. Trust me. All right. In fact, the mentorship alone should be charged at 400,000 because what we're going to be teaching you is a whole lot more. The cost price, the discount for this webinar is 250,000. You secure your slot with 50,000 naira tonight, and then you spread your 100,000 naira, the balance 200,000 naira payment over 30 days. So 100,000 before the class starts, and then 100,000 afterwards. So my countdown starts now, right on time. So I have only 14 minutes to find out who the 30 people are that I'm going to be working with. Our classes start 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday. Those are the live classes. We don't have physical classes because we are training you to work fully remotely. Our live classes are 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and they're all virtual. We also have what is called the Do As I Do video. These are self-paced videos that you also have to watch to better prepare you. And then we have technical support session. Our courses are very prepped for career professionals. So it doesn't matter if you're working 9 to 5, you can take our course. So the technical support session, those are sessions that you take, and then if you have struggled with the class over the weekend, you can come into this session to ask any question that you have, and the facilitator is going to walk you through. And then it happens at 8 to 10 p.m. We have the mentorship session where we teach you LinkedIn optimization and all of that. Recent graduates, you have money, trust me, you have money. LinkedIn optimization, CV revamp, and whatnot. You're going to be learning on Thursdays by 9 to 10 p.m. So guys, calm down. If you have questions, drop into the chat box. But who are the 30 people that I'm working with? If you are working with me, what I want you to do is make a payment of 50,000 naira right now to secure your slot. 50,000 naira to secure your discount slot. The discount is 250,000. So you make a payment of 50,000 right now to secure your slot. Then before December 7th, when we have the December cohort, you make a payment of 100,000, and then December ending or January, first week of January, you make the balance payment of 100,000 naira. Okay? So I don't want anybody to miss this, right? Like I said, if I'm doing MMM right now and I tell you, give me 250,000, I will double it. A lot of you will start calling your grandpas that are dead to come and say, give me money, right? Our training is for 3 months, very succinct, 3 months, and it's all encompassed with everything that you need to know to become a data analyst. So who's the first person taking the slot for tonight? Who is taking the slot for tonight? I want to see, please put your name in the chat box. If you are not able to secure this slot, then you will not take this course. You can't secure it, you have to secure it though. You pay, if you don't secure the slot, you actually get to pay 320,000. The slot is for those who want to take advantage of the webinar discount. Remember, 70,000 naira has been knocked off. So if you want to secure your discount slot for December or January cohort, then you need to make a payment of 50,000 right now. Please, can you give us more time to the end of this month? I can raise the money. Oh, Shalom. I'm interested. Okay, so one slot down, 29 to go. So, okay, Oluchi, please send your payment and then send me a direct message with a receipt, and I will share with you the enrollment form. 08131130891. That's my number. We don't connect people to jobs, John Corride. You have to go through our process. We don't boycott here. Okay, 2 slots down, 28 to go. So Maureen is taking the slot. Maureen, make a payment to the account number on your screen. Send me the receipt of payment, and also you get the enrollment form immediately. So we have Okere Oluchi, we have Maureen. So we have 28 slots remaining. I want to secure my slot now. However, I want to plead with you to make the remaining 200K more flexible. I'm interested. Obianjulu, how do you mean more flexible? If you want to go for January cohort, that is 4 installments. That is how flexible we can go. But for December cohort, it's 3 installments. So if you want to go for January cohort, you can pay in 4 installments, but you have to secure your slot tonight. All right, so that makes it 3 slots that have been taken, 27 more to go. We have okay, so that is 5 slots down, 25 more to go. Okay, so I'm going to start again. We have Oluchi. We have Maureen. Please, it's not just by saying I'm interested. If you do not secure your slot, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to give it to someone else. Okay, Peggy. I'm calling the names. I just want to be sure. Obiajulu. So make your payment to the account number on your screen. Send me your payment receipt, and I'm going to send you the enrollment form. Tamara, please make sure you fill the attendance so we can reach you, or send me a DM immediately. 081-311-30891. Oladipo. Okay. Rachel. This is how they will be calling the book of life. You'll be there sitting and looking. They're calling people that are about to enter heaven. Sarah, they're looking at me. That's how people will go, rapture. All right, so please make sure that you fill the attendance sheet, and if you are securing a slot, please put down the account number, make your payment, put down my number, send me a direct message with your receipt, and you will get access to the enrollment form. Victor James, Victor, if I talk about the shawarma you ate in November, it's more than 250,000. You should actually secure your slot, okay? Issa, for that request that you've made, send me a DM. Let's talk about it. Please, I just joined now. Can I get to know what this is about? Love, send me a DM. I'm going to put a direct call through to you and explain everything that is happening now. People are getting into heaven, so you need to be a part of it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 slots down, 23 to go. I'm shutting this down in the next 6 minutes. If you want to move the needle in your journey, put it in the chat box right now. I'm securing a slot, then make that move, secure your slot. A lot of you can burn 250,000 in a day. Safe to say in a week. Okay, let's say in a month. And then the question you want to ask yourself is, has it given me a good job? Has it given me a nice skill? Has it made me any better? Spending is sweet, but spending is sweeter when you have a lot of money in the bank. And how can you get the money without stealing or yahoo? It's by learning a skill that you know will guarantee you the nice financial freedom. I did tell you, the girl that had that job increase, she didn't even get the job with a US company. But her salary is over 500,000 naira. This is a young lady that is not married. Probably just graduated 3-4 years ago. Imagine a single woman earning 600,000 plus. And then you think, as a married woman or a married man, you do not need it. You need double of it. That's why you need to add to the skill that you currently have and make sure that you do everything that we're saying. Paying for the course is not a loan. You need to put in the work. And I like to tell everybody from start to finish, so nobody will come and say, what happened? You see, all of the people that are getting the job offers, they obey our instructions. Obedience is next to godliness. It's when you obey our instructions that we're giving to you. That's when you will land the job. All right? The general installment is simple. You make a payment of 50,000 naira now. You make a payment of 50,000 naira in December. And then you make a payment of 50,000 naira first week of January. And you make your balance payment of 100,000 last week of January. All right? Okay, so we have 7 slots taken. How can someone join your team to teach? We have more than enough facilitators. Okay, currently join. We have 9 facilitators, so we're not sure that we need facilitators right now. Okay, so we have Means, Mustafa. That's 8 interest. And then we have Mohammed. Okay. That's 9, 21 slot remaining. Abdul Majid, that's 20 slots remaining. Please make sure to put it in the chat box. Make sure to make your payment tonight to secure your slot. Send me the receipt of payment, and then I'll send you the enrollment form. All right, so we have 20 slots remaining, 3 minutes down, and we'll be shortening this down. Send me a payment. If you raised your hand by mistake, let me know. All right. Can I secure the slot now with 50K and complete it before the January class cohort? Yes, Oladipo, you can do that. All right. So I'm going to put your name down. Yes, you can. So 11 slots to go. And we have 19 slots remaining. If you are taking a slot, the 11 of you, you are paying for one more person to be decided. Oh, so please, you can drop the person's name, or if you are selecting someone random, that's amazing. We love to see that. Okay, so I'm just going to keep a slot. That means we have 18 more slots remaining. 18 more slots remaining. Please make your payment tonight. Send me a DM with your receipt of payment, and you get the enrollment form immediately. All right? You get the enrollment form immediately. This is that moment where you are caught between should I not? It's fine to have indecision. But then, for how long? Okay. So I'm not so sure if Mohammed is looking to pay for someone else here, or he has someone else he already wanted to pay for. But please, Mohammed, kindly confirm so that we'll know what we are doing here. All right. So we have 12 slots that have been taken, 18 more to go. The January slot payment, oh no, because we are winding down in December. We do not work for 2 weeks in December, which means we don't have time to get people into the January cohort. It's why we are doing this. Mohammed is going to share the name with me. So if you're interested, please take the live. You take the already has who he wants to pay for. So we don't need to ask further. If you are taking the slot, please, this is your time for you to make a decision for yourself. Harriet, Victor, Tamara, Mohammed already has who he wants to pay for. All right. So if you are interested in taking a slot, put it in the comment section, make your payment, send me the receipts of payment, and I'll send you the enrollment form. We're shutting this down soon, but then I'm going to leave you with a question. What is the cost of my inaction tonight? It's simple. What does it mean? All right, Abdulmajid, also, I've already gotten your name. Thank you so much for your interest. Make the payment, and yeah, awesome. So we have 17 slots remaining. 17 slots remaining. Okay, what is the cost of your inaction? What is the cost of your inaction? Tomorrow, when someone puts on the internet, oh, I earn $1,500, you start to doubt. It's not a lie. It's not everybody you see on the internet that is even making money. The people that are carrying block are the people that are not even making noise. Young people, vibrant people, intelligent people. And also, one other thing is, it doesn't matter your age. We have students that are over 40 that are doing great. All you need is the commitment to put in the work and to say, do you know what, 2025, I'm changing my life forever. When I made that decision, I never looked back. And this is me guaranteeing you that you're not going to look back. All right? Are they doing it? Maybe you want to call me. You can send me a message and I'll call you to explain what's been going on. A lot has been going on. Rapture is about to take place for some people's career. So that's my number in the chat box. Call me, and or not now. I'm talking to people that want to secure their slot. So Mercy, if you work 9 to 5, our classes are 11 to 2 p.m. on Saturdays. And then we have the evening classes where we help our students. We call it the technical support session. It happens from 8 to 10 p.m. on Tuesdays. And the mentorship session, it happens from 9 to 10 p.m. on Thursdays. This allows you to get back home, be relaxed before you get into your course. What I want from you in the next 3 months, if you're going to be joining us, is to be resilient and have that grit, have that mindset. Hi, Mazu, awesome. I've taken down your name. Please make sure to make the payment and also send me a receipt. You need to make that decision. It's kind of like losing weight. A lot of people say it's difficult, it's this, it's that. It's all a mindset thing. Do you think you can do it? The truth of the matter is we all have the power inside of us to be anything that we want to be. We just need to make that decision with ourselves and say, yeah, you know what? I'm going to be it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to transition to tech. I'm going to give the next 3 months of my life to be a better version of myself. Aside the fact that I help people transition to tech, I like to, even if you don't pay for my class, it's fine. Right? But yes, we have the classes. The live classes are Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The support sessions are in the evenings, Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's called support, which means if you did not get the gist of the class properly on Saturdays, you can come into that session to ask questions, and then our facilitators are available to support you and make it easier for you. So like I was saying, even if you don't pay for this class, I want you to go back home today and have that self-awareness and self-reflection session with yourself. This year started on a high note. What's the difference between my life right now and back then in January? We're talking 11 months gone in 2024. In the next 1 week, we're going to be in the 12th month. And in 21 days, we're going to be saying Happy New Year again. And then you want to ask yourself, is it going to be another cycle? Some of us said we're going to change our financial life 2025. Some said in 2015, they are going to make that decision. But this is how many years later? In 2025, it's going to be 10 years. Another 10 years will start. The question is, have you made that choice? What's it going to cost you not to be a part of this? What's it going to cost you not to make that move for you, for your family, for yourself as a stay-at-home mom? Don't you want to see the joy at the end of the month, you're able to come up with something and you're like, you know what? I want to support. Are they doing it? Is what you've been. So the reason it is sounding so much like it is because I've been there. Someone who has had to battle between depression and whatnot. A lot of people don't think depression is real. Being there, done that. When you have fulfillment in yourself as an individual, right? It's easy to help other people. You can't help people when you've not been helped. All right? You can't be a blessing to somebody when you've not been blessed. You're going to struggle with it. And how can you be a blessing to your family as a stay-at-home mom? Is to bless yourself. Invest in yourself. It's a proud moment. It's always a proud moment when that alert comes in. And I'm like, babe, take 100K. Add it to the food for this month. This is me saying thank you for being a great husband. And then for our sisters, our brothers that are trying to start life, do you want to wait another 4 years without a job? I like to tell the young guys, you need to put yourself in a place where you're hireable. You just graduated from school. Are you hireable? Some of you say, I don't want to stress my parents. No, wait, why did they send you to school in the first place? Let's be truthful to ourselves. Our parents sent us to school to get good jobs. And most of the courses that we took are not going to give us the good jobs, especially not here in Nigeria. So what do? You need to take that step to say, do you know what? I'm not waiting for life to happen to me. I want to make life happen for myself. Create your own opportunity. Set the pace for yourself as an individual. Become a better version of you. And then when you see yourself in the next 3 months, you're like, wow, I never thought I could do this. Anybody can do anything. We just need to determine and say, you know what, I'm going to do it. The next question I want to ask is, someone is dying right now and they need 250,000. Are you not going to look for the money? The truth of the matter is, yes, we're going to look for it. But we do not think that this is a life and death situation. Why? Yes, so any of our courses from 8 gig RAM for your laptop is better. Now, we do not think it's a life and death situation, right? But trust me, it is. Because this dollar that I'm looking at like this is not going to come down. And then you want to ask yourself, are they increasing my salary as the dollar is going up? The answer is no. Nobody is increasing your salary because the dollar is going up. There are some families that Mercy, all the shorty that you need is on my profile. Okay, money back guarantee. Trust me. If you don't get the value for it, come to my DM. Okay, I'll give you back your money. That's how sure I am of this method, because it works. This business was built on the backs of experience, research, and delivery. You don't have to cry, Mercy. Get in, do the work, get the job, earn your money. When you start earning in dollars, you're not even going to remind me and say, oh, take 500K. You forget me. But at least I've done my part. My part of making sure that everybody is financially fine. Because the painful thing in our system right now is the fact that salaries are not being increased. Salaries are not increased. Some people's families' monthly budget was 100,000 as at January. Right now, it's running to 400,000. Meanwhile, the husband and the wife combined are just earning 150. And you ask yourself, how are these people coping? How are people coping? And they know you can earn as much as you want, you can earn anything you want to earn. The guarantee with being a data analyst or business analyst or whatnot, working remotely, is your entry level salary is already better than somebody that is probably a management staff. And I beat my chest to that. Like I told you, in a year, I moved my salary from 65,000 naira to 500,000 naira. I was telling a friend, and the person was like, don't announce it, what is there? A lot of people are earning millions monthly, working remotely. Nobody is talking because nobody wants anybody to beg them money. That's why everybody should have their money. So nobody begs anybody. So if you are even here and you know that your sister needs to take this course, your brother needs to take this course, get them in. and then set your family free from this drama, this T-pain that is happening. Okay, I'm done, guys. I'm done. So if anybody else is interested, you have any more questions, I'm going to leave the next 5 minutes for questions. All right. I've left you to make a decision with yourself. I've done my part to make sure that you know what the opportunities are available for you. Procrastination can't breathe now. And so procrastination has brought us here. We procrastinated with all the presidents, and here we are. Right? We need to move beyond all of this financial drama. So 5 more minutes to the end of this conversation. If you have any question, please put it in the chat box, and I'll respond to you. So thank you to all of the 13 people that indicated interest. I'm expecting to see your receipt of payment so that I can send you the enrollment form. I really, really look forward to you changing the trajectory of your life and landing that job of your dream. Some of you might not need to start applying for jobs. The fact that you've upskilled means that you can now get promoted in your office, and you know what that means. All right, so who is going? We have 17 more slots. So if you're still interested, you can indicate. We have 4 more minutes to the end of this conversation. Thank you all so much for taking our time to be a part of this. I do not in any way take it for granted. I want to say a big thank you to you. I'm going to call some names now. The people that I can see. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, Abdul Majid. Thank you, Israel. Yes, you can. Send 081-311-30891. That's my number. Thank you, Limwell. Thank you to myself for coming. Thank you, Oluwatosin. Thank you, Love. Thank you, Obiajilu. Love, I see your hand. It's a recognized certificate. Are they doing? Abioye, yes. But please don't forget proficiency over papers. It doesn't matter the papers you gather. If you don't know the work, you don't know it. So forget about papers. Be more concerned about knowing it. All right? If our students can use it to work in Canada, I don't know what kind of certificate you want to give. Okay? The people that I'm seeing their hands raised, are you taking the slot? Or why are your hands raised? Do you have questions for me? Love, do you have questions for me? Oluwatosin, Obiajulu. Obiajulu is already taking the slot. You can drop your hands. Love, do you have a question for me? Or why is your hand up? Oluwatosin, your hand is up. Do you have a question or do you want to take a slot? So yeah, back to my calling people to say thank you. Thank you, DK Oliga. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Adedoyin. Thank you, Mohammed, yes. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Kerry K. Stephen, Ruth. Okay, Love. Thank you. Your name is so sweet, Love. Thank you, Love. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Victor. Don. Thank you. Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Akwane. I love you all. Thank you for coming. Have a fantastic night ahead of you. Do not take this for granted. Sit back with yourself. Like I said, you join the program, you don't join the program, 2025 is going to come. All right? You want to be able to sit with yourself and ask, am I making the right moves? Will I still remain here in the next few months, few years? Is this the opportunity that I've been looking for? I beat my chest to say yes, but you need to answer that question for yourself, because that's the only way that you'll be able to move from point A to point B. Have a good night, everybody. Blessings. Okay, Mercy. Okay, Mercy. Good night. So you can send me a message and I'll put you through what's going on. 081-311-30891. All right. Thank you. God bless you. Abioye, thank you so much. You can drop or chat with me or put a call through.